Hello, my bears. I'm not explaining myself, I'm sharing perspective. Teaching was never my dream. I did not grow up imagining lesson plans or grading papers late into the night. Life led me there. There was a time when I was lost. I was married to someone who lived like he was single. I already had a son, and I thought my son loved him deeply, even if his father was already present, always out, always drinking, always choosing something else over us. I stayed close to my child, trying to soften the ache of absence, trying to make sure he felt safe, even when the world wasn't. I believed if things could change. That belief made me leave my job, my home, everything familiar, and move to another state. I thought distance might help him become the partner, the father I hoped he could be. But I learned something important. No one changes unless they truly want. No love, no sacrifice, not even prayer, if you don't want to do our part. When I realized that, I was alone in a new place with a child depending on me. I chose movement over waiting. I went back to college. I started working, and then, unexpectedly, a door opened. A friend asked me to fill in for him at a private school. Teaching wasn't entirely new to me. I used to help neighbor children with homework. I even taught English with my accent because learning doesn't require perfection, only effort. And so I said yes. It was not my passion, but necessity. And then more opportunity came. Exams, certification. Before, I had time to doubt myself. Now, I was officially a teacher. Not because it was my dream, but because it became a lifeline. Around the same time, I made another choice. I left the relationship. I didn't ask for anything. I chose peace. I taught in 3 schools, exhausted, but finally free. The moment I knew I could not go back came one night when tension turned physical. I ended up on the floor, and my son, quiet, calm, just a boy, stepped between us. He looked at his father and said, "Leave her." In that instant, everything became clear. From that day on, teaching gave me more than income. It gave me structure, stability, a way to stand on my own. I never chose my students, but I cared for them, especially the ones others had written off. What eventually led me away, it wasn't teaching itself. It was the system, the overload, the unpaid hours, the work that followed me home every night. I learned my limits, and if I ever teach again, I will, but not at cost of my health. So, no, teaching was never my dream. It was the door God opened for me when I was in the dark. And instead of running, I walked through it. Everything I learned about resilience, boundaries, grace, made me stronger, clearer, better. And that's why this story matters. We all carry unseen stories, and sometimes sharing them gently is how we heal. Grandmaon, kisses in your heart.